Europa Conference League last 16 draw takes place today at 12 p.m. UK time in Nyon, Switzerland. Welcome back to West Ham Official. I hope you are all well. I'm here to tell you everything you need to know. Jam-packed video talking to you about the Conference League draw, giving a little preview and going through every team. And yeah, just sort of going through our chances of playing them and what I think it will be like. So Mark Noble and Club Secretary Andrew Pincher will represent the Hammers over in Switzerland today at the draw. There are 16 teams left in the competition, ranging from 14 different European countries. There are two team categories then. So there's the group stage winners, which West Ham are a part of, and then the knockout playoff round winners, which is where one of those 8 teams will be West Ham United's last 16 opponent then. So the teams are coming up on to your screen now then. So the 8 teams that we can't play, or 7 teams we can't play, including ourselves: Istanbul, Villarreal, Alkmaar, Sivasspor, West Ham United, Nice, Dresden, and Slovan Bratislava. So those are the teams that are going to play Ghent, Lazio, Fiorentina, Sheriff, Basel, Lech, AEK, Larnaca, and Anderlecht. So those are the 16 teams in the hat, in the draw, a little bit later on in the Europa Conference League. So I'm going to run through all of the teams that we could possibly play and give my thoughts on them. So the last 16, firstly, will be decided over 2 legs. Two legs to be played on the 9th and the 16th of March, respectively, bearing any city clashes or peculiar fixture scheduling. Because West Ham won the group outright, UEFA legislation declares West Ham will play the second leg of the tie at home, the same as the game and the whole scenario against Sevilla. Identical to last year's Europa League competition, the away goals rule is not in use, and extra time and penalties will be played if a result isn't conclusive over 2 legs. So what you've all been waiting for then: pack your bag, grab your passport, maybe buy some sunscreen, maybe buy a woolly hat. Who knows? Let's get into the possible destinations for West Ham United fans ahead of these Conference League games. And so first up, we could go over to Cyprus. AEK Larnaca. They currently sit top of the Cyprus Football League by a point. And for the more lively of you, should I say, you'll be interested to know that the stadium is just a 40-minute, just over 50-kilometre drive from the popular tourist destination Ayia Napa, well known for fun and entertaining holidays, if you get what I mean. The current weather forecast displays highs of 23 degrees. So if you want a bit of fun, if you want some sun, and if you want probably one of the not easier, but, more better sides on paper, then you want to be looking at going to AEK Larnaca over in Cyprus. Next up is a familiar place over in Belgium, more specifically Anderlecht, on the outskirts of Brussels. West Ham visited Lotto Park in the group stage, and according to UEFA rules, we are still eligible to draw them in this round, even though we played them early on in the competition. To draw the Belgian side again would mean, obviously, for them to come out, and the current forecast is conveying highs of 7 degrees, so a coat might be in order there. Next up then, the third team is Basel, based over in Switzerland. FC Basel 1893 play their football at St. Jacob Park and are currently sat 6th, 20 points off the lead in the Swiss Super League. Currently there are highs of around 11 degrees in terms of weather, but also dipping into the minuses overnight as well. Next, the first of the 2 possible Italian sides, Fiorentina. They play out of the Artemio Franchi Stadium. They are currently struggling domestically, sitting 14th in Serie A, with just 25 points from 23 games. The local area is currently recording highs of a very modest 16 degrees. So maybe, just maybe, you might be able to take your sunglasses. Belgian side Ghent is also a probability. They play their football from the quite impressive Galamco Arena. Ghent are currently in 5th place in their domestic league and will try and push on in the remainder of the season. Highs of 8 degrees are recorded in this area of Belgium. Might be best to leave the sunglasses at home for that one. A big name possibility. Now, this is one side that West Ham fans clearly put out straight away, and it is Lazio. With many connections to West Ham, this will definitely be a tie that sticks out for Hammers fans. Also probably one of the trickiest ones on paper as well. They played their football out of an impressive Stadio Olimpico Stadium on the outskirts of Rome, and the current weather forecast shows highs of 16 degrees. I feel like a weatherman, or woman, of course, who would you want to draw Lazio? That's the thing, would you want to have one of the most difficult teams we can possibly get on paper? I don't know. It would definitely go for an interesting game, and it'd be the highest away allocation as well, of course, with their stadium having a capacity nearing 70,000. Before we carry on and talk to you about the rest of the teams that we could possibly play in the Europa Conference League, I'd like to thank our channel sponsors from West Ham official SRM Carver and Son. Check them out. Link in the description down below, as well as checking out our February and March sponsors, Manscaped. Check them out as well. Use the code WestHamOnOfficial20 at checkout for 20% off and free shipping on products like the Manscaped the Lawnmower 4.0, the Weed Whacker. All of their brilliant products. You can check that out. WestHamOnOfficial20 at manscaped.com by clicking the link in the description down below. And also drop a like on the video now. If this attire isn't worth a like, I don't know what is. I thought I'd get a little bit formal for an important day for West Ham. And yeah, hit that like button. We're edging towards 4,000 subscribers. So please smash that subscribe button. Now you've all, I've just shown you my script. Now I know you've all been itching to know who the next side is, so I'm going to put you out your misery then, and I'm going to tell you that the next team and the penultimate team are Polish side Lech Poznan. In their league, they currently sit third with a healthy away allocation, I must say, as well, and a different country for many people if you might fancy a trip east, and more specifically a trip to Poland. However, the weather isn't all plain sailing at the moment, with highs of 5 or 6 degrees. Could be a chilly one. And finally, West Ham United could take on Moldovan side Sheriff, who famously welcomed the likes of Real Madrid to their small stadium over in Transnistria, over in Moldova, in the Champions League over the last few seasons. However, Moldova is, of course, situated on the border of Ukraine, and the UK government are advising people to travel for not to travel for their own safety. Obviously, the situation is volatile and finely positioned with the war over in Ukraine. And if this was the draw, I'm sure we'd get more information and more guidance whether it's possible for West Ham fans to make the trip over to Moldova then. So yeah, that's all of the teams that we could possibly play. Who would you want to get? Put that in the comment section down below. And now, of course, I'm going to turn my attention to the away allocations. It's very, very important. As somebody on Twitter has put out, very kindly has put out the spreadsheet for the minimum allocations we can get from the grounds that we could possibly go to. And I'm going to put it up on screen, and then you can have a look of some of the not very nice allocations we could be dealt. So if we go to Anderlecht, we'll have 1,125 as a minimum. As we go to Lazio, we get the highest of the lot, 3,500, which is a little bit more than most Premier League grounds. So that would definitely be ideal. If we can go to Sheriff, we're expecting around 637. Cyprus, only a few of you are going, 365 at the minimum. Over in Basel, we could get 1,926 tickets. Fiorentina, 2,157, a little bit better there. 2,141 over in Poland. And at Ghent, we could get a minimum of 1,000 tickets. So that is the baseline minimum, I do believe. I mean, it's not great, is it? Lazio, that's okay, and a couple of others that reach 2,000, that's okay. But yeah, when you're still in the hundreds, obviously, with many people trying to get tickets, it's not ideal at all. So of course, many people may be hoping for one of the bigger sides, just so you can get an away ticket and get over there and possibly enjoy one of the last, European away days that we could be getting. And so, of course, we all know, don't we, that this all goes and this all ends up with the final on the 7th of June in Prague's Eden Arena over in the Czech Republic. Will West Ham be there? We'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've gone through all of the rules and what's going to happen today at 12 o'clock in the Europa Conference League draw. I'm going to be at school. So, yeah, there'll be some sort of reaction to it a little bit later on. And yeah, let's hope we get a decent side with a decent away allocation for the travelling fans. And yeah, let's hope it turns out to be a good 2 legs, and let's hope we can get over and get into the quarterfinals. Thank you very much. Come on, you eyes, and I'll catch you soon right here on West Ham Official. That's your Europa Conference League draw. All you need to know preview, and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.